Alright, I've been trying all day to get this working, and hopefully we get it right this time. So, Ultima 7. Considered one of the great RPGs. I have not played it, really, except I played it quite a bit today to try to get this working. And, I don't know if it's even going to be working that well here, but let's give it a shot. Alright, let's start a new game. Actually, let's review the intro. Sometimes it cuts out, so if it cuts out, we'll do it again. Been having a lot of weird things with this. I'm pretty new. I'm using a stream thing, which I've never really used before, so I'm all new to this. And I'm hoping it works out.
Under my guidance, Britannia will flourish, and all of the people shall rejoice and pay homage to their new guardian. Know that you too shall kneel before me, Avatar. You too will soon acknowledge my authority, for I shall be your companion, your provider, and your master.
Alright, in we go. So the Ultima thing is, we're from Earth, basically, and a portal opens, you know, and we hop in. This is the 7th game, and we end up in Britannia, and we end up being the Avatar, who is the hero, basically. So now this new guy called the Guardian has jumped in here, and he is trying to he's kind of tempting us to come get him, which is interesting, I guess, right? Alright, so here we are. Alright. Shock that is evident from his dumbfounded expression quickly evolves into delight. He smiles broadly. Skulls, if I did not trust thy infallibility of mine own eyes, I would not believe it. I was just thinking to myself, if only the Avatar were here, and then... Lo and behold, who says that magic is dying? Here is living proof that it is not. Dost thou realize, Skulls, that it has been 200 Britannian years since we last met? Why, thou hast not aged at all. Yolo winks conspiratorially. He whispers, due no doubt to the difference in the structure of time in our original homeland and that of Britannia. He resumes speaking aloud. I have aged a little, as thou canst see, but of course I have stayed here in Britannia all this time. Oh, but Avatar, wait until I tell the others. They will be happy to see thee. Welcome to Trinsic. The distraught peasant interrupts Yolo. Show him the stables, my lord. 'Tis horrible. Yolo nods, his joy fading quickly as he's reminded of the reason he was standing there in the first place. Oh yes, our friend Peter here discovered something truly ghastly this morning. Take a look inside the stables. I shall accompany thee. Oh, and then there's a tremor. And that happens because of the expansion. All is not right in Britannia. Perhaps Lord British will know the reason behind this tremor. You see a middle-aged nobleman. Yolo, what is this stranger? Why, this is the Avatar, Yolo proudly proclaims. Canst thou believe it? May I introduce thee? This is Finnegan, the town mayor. And this is Scales, the Avatar. I simply cannot believe he is here. The mayor looks you up and down, not sure if he believes Yolo or not. He looks at Yolo skeptically. I swear to thee, it is the Avatar. The mayor looks at you again, as if he was studying every pore on your face. Finally, he smiles. Welcome, Avatar. But just as suddenly, Finnegan's face becomes stern. A horrible murder has occurred. If thou art truly the Avatar, perhaps thou canst help us solve it. I would feel better if thou takest this matter into thine hands. Thou shalt be handsomely rewarded if thou dost discover the name of the killer. Dost thou accept? Yes. Peter here knows something about all of this. The peasant interjects. I discovered poor Christopher and the gargoyle Enamo early this morning. The mayor continues. Hast thou searched the stables? No. Then I suggest that thou lookest inside and talkest to me again. I will lookest and talkest to you later. Alright. Here's the Avatar. So that is, see what Yolo's been up to. Yes, my friend. Name. Your friend snorts. What? Art thou joking, my lord? Thou dost not know thine old friend Yolo? Job. Why, right now, 'tis adventuring with the most courageous of all legendary heroes, the Avatar. Trinsic. The town has changed a little, has it not? Everyone seems a little defensive, though. When we ran into each other, I was passing through and just had stopped to visit my friend Finnegan. Peter. He is just an acquaintance. Stables. Thou must see for thyself, Scales. Brace thyself, my friend. 'Tis truly a horrible sight. I will do so. Do you have anything else to talk with me about? No. Alright, let's head in. Oh. It is pretty gross. Especially for an old game. The victim. So it's Christopher, but there is a key. We will take that. We have to be careful about how we take things in this game because your companions will get angry if you take them. Without, and you put them like right on your person. So I think the best way to do it is to you put it in your companions' bags, and then they don't get as angry. So we'll do that. And here is Enamo, the gargoyle, who was also killed. You see a distraught peasant. Art thou really the Avatar? Yes. Peter bows before you. My lord. I am called Peter, the man sniffs. I am the stable's caretaker. I discovered poor Christopher and Enamo earlier this morning. I did not touch a thing. Made me sick, it did. Footprints. They doth lead out the back way, yes? They must be the tracks of the murderer. His eyes widen a bit more. Or murderers. Christopher. Nice man. He made the shoes for mine horses. Enamo. He worked for very little money, did basic chores around the stables and the pub. I let him sleep in the little back room. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Alright. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, so we found a key. Very important. So we could talk to... Go tell the mayor that we found that key. Is he back here? I think he's back. No, he's not. So I played this game a bit today, trying to get it working and trying to get the controls down and all that. It's very old school. But I don't really know how the story ends or anything. I know a little bit of the beginning here from just playing. Hast thou properly searched the stables? Yes. What didst thou find? A key. A key. Perhaps if thou dost ask Christopher's son about it, he may know what it is for. Name. My name is Finnegan. Job. I am the mayor of Trinsic and have been since I arrived here 3 years ago. Murder. A crime like this has never happened in Trinsic before. I cannot believe this happened to Christopher and Inamo. Please, explore the town. I would appreciate it if thou wouldst bring me a report on thy progress. Be sure to ask everyone in town about the murder. After speaking with Christopher's son, thou mightest next want to speak with Gilberto, the guard on watch at the dock last night. The mayor hesitates, then leans in to speak quietly. Actually, I have seen something like this before. It was about 4 years ago, in Britain. Britain. 'Twas before I came to Trinsic. There was a murder with such strikingly similar aspects. A body was found mutilated, exactly like poor Christopher. It appeared to be a ritualistic killing. I would wager that whoever was responsible for that murder is the culprit behind this one. Interesting. Alright. Not much here. Talk about the city. Okay, he's closed the gate. And you require a password to get in there out because of the murder. But, we won't get that until we get enough clues to satisfy him. And it looks like Gilberto was struck behind early this morning and knocked senseless. And he's at the healer's house on the west side of town. Christopher's was the blacksmith. It was a son in the northwest part of town. But his shop is in the southwest corner. So, okay. And his son is Spark. Alright, that's enough to go on. I'm going to try to get through some of this early stuff pretty fast here. Because I've done it many times today. And I want to get a little farther. So let's head... talk to Spark, who this 2-story house here is his. There he is, Spark. You see a boy who appears to be a young teen. He's dirty and unkempt. He looks as if he had been crying, but he sits up straight and looks sharp when he sees you. Who art thou, and what dost thou want? You realize the boy has a sling in hand. You face the boy and tell him who you are. The last time I heard that one, I fell off a prehistoric creature from Eoden. I think that's a hint from another Ultima game. The one with the dinosaurs? I can't remember what it's called. Boy, this is the Avatar. Upon my word he is. He has come to help thee. Then the boy narrows his eyes, studying you. He slowly lowers his weapon, ready to act in case it's a trap. You admire the boy's obvious experience in dealing with strangers. You and Spark stare at each other. He is not sure what to do. Finally he nods his head. All right, I believe thee. Thou dost look like the paintings I have seen. I am sorry, my lord. Name. I have always been called Spark. Job. I have no job. I am only 14, so I am just learning how to best help father in the smithy, he says proudly. But then he suddenly realizes something which terrifies him. And now that father is dead, I am an orphan. Murder. I cannot believe father is dead, and poor Inamo too. It was so strange, I dreamed it was happening. Well, in a way. Last night I was having a nightmare about father. I dreamed that he screamed, and it woke me up. I looked around the house, but he was not in his bed. I was wide awake, so I went to find him. Find. No, I did not find him, at least not right away, but I did see something. It was in front of the stables. I saw a man and a wingless gargoyle running from behind the building. They ran toward the dock. Then I went inside and found father. Spark's voice falters, and he begins to sob a little. The man. All I saw of him was that the man had a hook for a right hand. Oh, gargoyle. I cannot tell one gargoyle from another. I cannot identify him, except that he had no wings. Interesting. Hook. Wilt thou find the man with the hook? Let me help thee, the boy pleads. His tears cease, and his face takes on a determined, forceful look. Take me with thee, please. I must avenge father's death. If thou dost not take me with thee, I will follow thee anyway. The boy is all excited now. I am an expert with a slingshot. I can strike sewer rats with almost every shot. And I am small. I do not eat much. Please take me. Please ask me to join thee. Iolo whispers to you, I do not know about taking a child on the road with us, my lord. Suddenly Spark lets his sling fly. His target, a small fly hovering above Iolo's head, is smacked out of the air. You laugh as Iolo yelps, jumps away, and curses and runs his fingers through his hair. I told thee I am a good. Maybe I join? Yes. Hooray! The boy leaps with delight. Nightmare. I know it sounds witless, but I dreamed that a big red-faced man was watching down on everything, and he looked down, and he noticed father. That is all I remember. Key. That looks like a key to father's chest. I wondered where it was. Smithy. Father was the best blacksmith in Britannia. People were always coming from everywhere to get him to make this and that. Father? Father was the blacksmith. I cannot believe he has been murdered. He had no enemies that I know of. Unless it was the Fellowship. Uh-oh, the Fellowship. Well, at first they harassed Father and me when they came around asking us to join. I suppose they do good things. Many people like them. Father eventually joined the group after he went to Britain and took one of their tests. Tests? I do not know anything about them. I never took one. Maybe thou shouldest ask the man at the Fellowship branch, Clog. Clog. He is the head of the Fellowship branch here in Trinsic. He and Father got into an argument a week ago when Clog and two of his friends came over to talk with Father. Really? An argument? I don't know what it was about. Perhaps thou shouldest ask Clog. Okay. How about his friends? I do not remember what they looked like. I did not recognize them. They were most likely some other members of the Fellowship. Okay. I think we're good. Orphan. My father died a long time ago. I can just barely remember her. That's enough. Alright, I will speak with you later. Alright, we have him with us. Yay. 14-year-old slinger. Alright, and he has a sling, I believe. Yeah, right. Ready to go. Okay. Doesn't have any armor, though. Iolo has money and food and a bag with a torch. Let's put that torch here. Let's put the food in the bag. I'm going to have Spark carry our food. There's a lot of stuff in this game. And you can kind of easily get... I think it seems like a good idea to keep everything sorted well. Just the way these inventories work. So if Spark carry the food, Iolo can carry the money. He also has an abacus, which will tell us how much party gold we have. He's got slings, or bolts. Okay. And for now, that's good enough. Alright, let's use this key in his father's house. So this bird, I wasn't really sure how to do this, but how you do it is you can talk to him. He tells you he knows where the treasure is, but if you hit him with the hammer, he'll tell you actually. I will tell. The treasure is at 169 south, 28 east. Alright, so that's something to remember. So we'll get a sextant eventually that will tell us our position. And I did write that down somewhere earlier today, so to remember it. Alright, so we need to get the key and open the chest. Unlocked. And here it is. So there's some good stuff in here. Money for Iolo. You take that. 100 gold. Nice. A Thou hast received payment. Make the delivery tonight. No idea what that means, but it sounds a little iffy. And a fellowship medallion. We are going to give the lockpicks to Spark, because it's based on dexterity, I believe, and he has the best in the group. And we'll give him the food that's in here too, so we can deal with that, because that's his thing. And YOLO gets more money. So we have a 19 gold. We gotta put on top of that one. 29 of that 100. So now we have 129 gold. Alright, so we found a scroll, the medallion of the fellowship, and a weird note. Alright, so let's, we found that. He also told us to find Gilberto, who is at the healing place. Which, this is the mayor's place, alright. Probably want to talk to the fellowship people too. Because they had an argument with Christopher, apparently, the main guy in here. That's him there. Name. My name is Clog. Job. I am the Trinsic Branch Leader for the Fellowship. I work here with my wife, Ellen. Murder. Well, the man says, reflecting, I was home all night, and my wife, Ellen, will certainly verify that. But, as we say in the Fellowship, worthiness precedes reward. Christopher must have done something bad. Wow. And the poor gargoyle, Inamo? 'Tis a pity. Argument. Last week, Christopher stated that he wanted to leave the Fellowship. Canst thou imagine? Well, we simply attempted to speak with him and alter his decision. The man verbally assaulted me and my companions with no provocation. Who are your companions? They have gone to the Fellowship headquarters in Britain. They were here delivering Fellowship funds. Their names are Elizabeth and Abraham. Okay. Medallion. Christopher had expressed interest in leaving the Fellowship. Perhaps he had stored it for safekeeping. The scroll. I do not know anything about that. Hook. I am afraid I do not know a man of that description. Gold. I do not know what thou art talking about. Alright, Ellen. She is my wife and bookkeeper for our branch. I don't like this guy. I don't like him at all. Alright, see you later. Alright, so let's try to find the where the guard is being taken care of. Pretty sure it's a building. This might be it here, actually. It's a stone building. Yep. Alright. And he is here. You see a grumpy fellow with a bloody bandage on his head. Name. I am Gilberto. I must have been occurred shortly before I was knocked out. Clog. I have not had many dealings with him. Hook. The guards think some moment. No, I cannot say that I saw a man with a hook. Knocked. It was just about sunrise. I was looking out to sea. All of a sudden I felt a blow on the back of mine head. He winces in pain. Pain. Gilberto seems a little wobbly, but his gesture indicates that he does not desire your aid. My skull is still ringing, but I shall be all right momentarily. Blow. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Johnson, the guard for the next watch, was shaking me. I had been out about 10 minutes. I knew that because the sun had just peeked over the horizon, and the crown jewel had gone and sailed. The crown jewel. Did I forget to say? That is a ship that was docked here all night. I believe it was about to sail for Britain. I could have asked Gargan the shipwright to make sure. Anyway, I did not see mine attackers, the guard grumbles. Attackers. I wonder if they jumped into the ship. They could be all the way to Britain by now. Who's Gargan? He is a good man, but thou mayest not wish to stand too close to him. Thou mayest catch something. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. So we talk with Gargan. Where's he at? He's the shipwright. I think I'm way off base. Where is he at? I think he's down here. Yes. You see a salty old sailor who reeks of tobacco. My name is Gargan. I heard about that. Terrible thing to happen. Can't say I saw or heard anything, though. Crown Jewel. Yes, that ship was docked overnight. He consults his log. She sailed for Britain. I do not recall seeing anyone get on or off. Gargan snorts and coughs a couple of times. Hook. Matey, I have always seen pirates and sailors with peg legs and hooks. If thou hast seen one, thou hast seen another. But the man suddenly frowns. Now that thou mention it, I did see a man with a hook late last night after sundown. I was leaving the shop and saw him outside. There was a wingless gargoyle with him. They were walking east. Gargan sneezes and coughs a couple of times. I told thee it was him. Goodbye. May the day have smooth sailing. Alright. So we're slowly getting some ideas here. This is Johnson, the guard who found Gilberto, but I don't think we need to worry about him. But we should go to the smithy. Which was in the southwest of town. Ugh. We like threw up. It's gross. Yuck. Chairs are turning around. We go to the door and it closes. Freakiness. And that was obviously the Guardian laughing. The guy from the beginning. We do want to grab this hammer, I think. I think we need it for later. Table's flipping around. Alright, and I think we want to grab a little bit of the money that's here, which is YOLO's money. And you know what? We'll grab the bag, because he doesn't have one. We can only have one bag. We'll put the money in the bag. And that's where the money will be. You know what's in the bag? We still click the abacus. Tell us we have 140 gold. And inside, we have a couple other things we want to grab. Some leather gloves. And some leather leggings. That's all we need there. So we'll give the gloves to YOLO. Can you put those on? Yes. He has leggings, but Spark has no pants. No pants for this kid. So some pants on for him. Alright. That is good here, I think. So let us talk to the mayor, I think we're kind of done. I mean, we can go through all these houses and look for stuff. But I'm not quite sure on somehow how the loot works, actually. Like, there's nobody in here. Your party members can't get angry, but I think if you put it directly in their inventory and not directly on you, they don't get angry. It's like you're not stealing it or something. It's kind of odd. But we'll put these here. And the boots we'll grab and put them here. In Yolo's bag. And we'll put the money in Yolo's bag as well. And the shield. Yolo is stealing everything. And the helmet. And I don't think he gets angry about this. Pretty sure. Because we need these things for our characters. So Yolo will give the helmet to the avatar who needs a helmet. And he'll give the shield to me as well. We'll put this key away. I don't know if we even need the key anymore. But I do need I can use a shield. And the gloves and boots can go to Spark. Alright. Now at least everybody's got something. Spark can use a helmet. But I don't want to get too crazy with stuff because like I said, I'm really not sure exactly the limits of what we can do here. Because I do know if you do too much stealing and stuff, they will get angry and they'll leave your group. Because you're the avatar, you're supposed to be good. So stealing from people, not so good. But we do need to grab some things here. It's a dangerous place. Alright, so let's head back to the mayor and let him know what it is that we have found out. Which is quite a bit, actually. He's this way, I think. No. He is not. That's the inn. No real reason to go, though. We can buy food there, and you do need food in this game because they start whining all the time about food, and it gets pretty annoying. Alright. There is. Yes, Avatar. I want to report. Art thou ready to answer some questions concerning the investigation? Yes. Very well. What was Christopher's occupation? A blacksmith. What didst thou find at the murder site? A key. What did the key open? A chest. What didst thou find in the chest? Gold, a medallion, a scroll. All of these. Dost thou have a suspect? Yes. What does this villain look like? He has a hook. Any leads on finding this villain? The crown jewel. The mayor is pleased. It seems thou art pursuing thine investigation with genuine fervor. Methinks thou shouldst go to Britain and see if thou canst find this man with a hook. Here is half of this reward money. Thou wilt receive the rest when thou dost prove that the killer hath been brought to justice. The mayor hands you 100 gold coins. Dost thou need the password? Yes. Before I give thee thy password, I must admit I have my doubts about thee truly being the Avatar. I must ask thee to indulge me in order to satisfy my somewhat suspicious nature. I shall ask thee a few questions regarding the geography of Britannia. Alright, so this was basically, this is like, what do you call it? Making sure people don't steal the game. Protection. Came with a map. The hard copy of the game obviously came with a map. And you needed to look at it and answer these questions, and it's kind of like the copy protection of the game. And I can't remember where. I have it somewhere up online because obviously I own this game now, but through GOG.com, but I do not remember all the answers to this. Let's see. Gotta find my little thing I had up here earlier. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. So we ask you the longitude and latitude of different places. And if we get it right, then we can leave. It's the copy protection. So the longitude of Buccaneer's Den. Longitude that runs through the center, through the island of Buccaneer's Den is 60. These answers are all 60, 120, or 0, actually. The latitude that runs through the center of Dagger Isle. The latitude that runs through the center of Dagger Isle is 0. What is the latitude of the northernmost point of the island Spectran? 120. Excellent. I have no doubt that thou art the one true Avatar. Oh, I almost forgot. The password to leave or enter the town is Blackbird. Okay. So I want to try not to steal too much stuff because, I don't know, I just feel being... I think probably most people play this game steal everybody blind in here. It seems a little weird to me, being that we're the good person of the world to do that. Of course, it's just a video game. But... I don't really want to do it if I don't have to, so... We have 248 gold on us. I don't really know if we need much. I mean, Yellow can use a helmet. Or a hat. Spark can also use a hat. He has his sling, though. I can use a better weapon than a dagger, I'm sure. That I don't like having, just a dagger. So there is a guy here. Is this him? I think this is it, actually. Who is the shopkeeper. Yeah, here he comes. He used to be a fighter. Job. And we want to buy. Let's buy weapons. Two-handed sword would be nice. But I kind of think I want to use my shield for now. So sling you don't have to worry about getting anything with, which is nice. We could go two-handed, but I think I'm going to go with a sword. Which is only 50. Not too bad. I will take thy sword. How about armor? Do you have any helmets? You do. We can use 2 helmets, actually. 25, yes. Yes. He has chain leggings. Those are 70. Nah. I'll wait on that. Spend more money next time. Wow, what a jerk. Alright. So we have a sword. Nice. And helmets. One for YOLO. And one for Spark. Alright. Doesn't tell you anywhere what your defense is, but if you look it up online or you look up what all the armor is worth, like all the leathers are worth 1 point. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defense right now, basically. When it comes to equipment. But it doesn't tell you in the game, which I thought was a little odd. Okay, let's save again. And we're kind of done here. Now we could get a sextant from the old crazy ship guy, but I think he sells it for 80 or 60, and in the next town I believe a woman sells it for 20, so we'll get one there. We could steal it from him, but I'm trying not to steal. We could also get a horse and carriage, but I don't want to spend the money on that right now. I know of something I want to get later, which is basically a flying carpet. And I don't think we really need the horse and carriage yet, since we're going to be using that. Alright, that's a password. Blackbird. Alright, we are out. Rain. So we need food, and unfortunately there is a sheep here. Sheep give food. So I'm going to attempt to destroy this sheep. Let's see how it works. Oh, is he? Oh no, where did he go? Sheep? No, we didn't get him. Well, we got him, but we can't loot him. What's crenellations? Oh, it must be flowers. No way. Poor sheep. That was a waste of killing a sheep. Fortress. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got the sheep. Let's put this mutton in here. Mutton is actually one of the few things we can sell in the game. This game, you cannot really sell things. Now here's the horse and carriage we would have gotten if we bought it. I think it's 60. You can't really sell things in this game. The only things I believe you can sell are gold nuggets, two things of gold, and mutton and gems.
Yes, that is the proper direction to travel, Avatar.
Oh, thank you, whoever's talking to me. So because of that, if you have like weapons that you're not going to use, there's no reason to hold on to them. But there are other companions we can get. So these guys give a play about the fellowship and how the fellowship works and all that. We're not going to watch it, but it basically just does it, and our guys kind of make fun of them because they're not very good at acting. What is that? A fox. Can we get the fox? Come here, fox. I want to kill you and get your meat. Come on. Nice. I'm going to drag your body over here. You need, believe me when I say you need to eat a lot. It's like constantly telling you that you have to eat. It's pretty crazy. No, the fox didn't give us anything. Yeah, people are always hungry. Always hungry. Oh, there's another one. Well, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like there's something trying to come after us. I don't think it's that fox. Or is it? Let's go get him. See if we can get some meat from him. Oh, he's not dead. Sorry, fox. To the death! Alright, no, I think he's dead now. Nothing. Do we get experience for that? We have 278 experience. So it's raining. It's nasty out here. So if we go north, we end up... We could use swamp boots. Probably makes us run slower here. This is pause. It's pause. The signs are written in a different script, and the instructions actually tells you how to translate it over, but I did not do that. But this is the town of Pause, or the village of Pause, P-A-W-S, and it's kind of a poor village. It's kind of, I think they kind of say some of it got swallowed up in city Britain, so it's kind of poor people now. So here's our bartender, who is Polly. Now, Polly, I remember her from earlier. She owns a salty dog. If we ask about Pause, we learn that this is the only inn. Let's see. I know there's something going on in Pause. We could buy food from her, but we're not going to do that at the moment. Goodbye. Who is this? Shopkeeper. An old woman gives you a smile. My name is Beverlia. I run the House of Items. House of Items? It's a shop that sells antiques. Can I buy things from you? My store is now closed. Well, that sucks. Here in Pulse, people have very little money, but it matters not because they care for each other. Well, that's nice to know. Not enough to let me buy something, huh? I think she's the one that has the Sextant for like 20 gold or something. It's cheap. We're going to buy it from her. So the Sextant, you can use it to get your coordinates in the world, and when you open your map that you have here, if you have the Sextant, it'll actually have a little yellow mark to show you where you are in the world. So that's why you want it. Especially someone like me who does not know the game very well. I don't know where stuff is. So this looks like... Yeah, this is the butcher's house. So this guy has something's going on with this guy. I remember that. Let's see. Oh, there must be a traveling show in town, he says, sniggering. That is a very nice clown costume. Wow. I am the Avatar. Thou art a vile fool, desperate for others to like thee. I would pity thee, were it not for I loathe thee even more. Well, this guy's a jerk. What's your name? My name is Morphin. Apology. I do apologize for my rudeness earlier, my lord. I have since realized that thou art an honest person. Please forgive my insults. Alright, what's your job? I am a merchant who operates one of the most thriving businesses in Paws, the slaughterhouse. I take it thou hast noticed the smell. If so, I do apologize. I think of it as the smell of success. Thou mayest purchase some meat if thou so wishest. How much do you sell thy meat for? How much do you sell mutton for? 3 gold each. That's pretty good. Mutton's pretty good stuff. I think we could sell mutton for 5 gold. So we can actually kind of do a little profit thing going here, but a trade thing, but I'm not going to buy it now. Let's talk about being a merchant. Now I sell a little of this and that. Wherever there is a demand, I try to supply it. Demand. There's quite a demand for the venom of the silver serpent in certain areas, for instance. Really? I keep a small stock of silver serpent venom from time to time, which I sell to the apothecary in Britannia for a modest profit. The government is trying to control sales of it until they can determine how dangerous the effects are. Apothecary. His name is Kessler. The effects are widely known. Silver Serpent Venom is a reagent that, when ingested in small doses, temporarily enhances one's physical strength, stamina, and quickness, along with bringing a feeling of euphoria. After the effects wear off, the subject feels quite drained. This tends to make them want to take it again. Prolonged use will bring about a condition that deteriorates the skin, eventually causing it to rot away. Ugh. Finally, too great a dose or too great an accumulation of doses is fatal. Wow. Alright. The user. I do not believe I have noticed anyone in town who is showing the symptoms of venom use. From now on, I shall keep watch, so thou shouldst ask again later. I do suppose my ventures are profitable enough for me to afford to move to Britain, but they are so much less expensive here. Of course, the theft has me a bit wary. If thou dost wish to know more about the people here, speak to the couple who run the fellowship shelter, Fairwin and Britta. Theft. Thou art a stranger in Paws. Beware the thief who roams this town. The culprit has stolen a quantity of my valuable silver serpent venom. A terrible crime causing me no small amount of monetary distress. It has caused the surrounding community to worry about their possessions as well. I would be thine humble servant shouldst thou help investigate the matter. Will thou? Yes. Then I shall cooperate fully, my lord. Alright. Good day. So someone stole some of his venom, that basically a narcotic. So that is not good. Thou is not good. I think the rest of this town is pretty much this way. That is his place. Yeah, this is the lady's place who sells the items. There's the sextant that she sells. We're not going to try to steal it. But she said in the afternoon. Of course, we don't know what time it is right now. So these guys are beggars. Let's see, let's give him some coin. I don't think they really have much to do with anything. They kind of bitch about this guy named Merrick who has joined the fellowship. He used to be their friend, a beggar friend, but he's turned his back on them, and they're pissed off. Other than that, I don't think they really have much going on. This is the flower guy's house. And there he is. Hello. You see a man covered in the sweat of a hard day's work. Name. I am Thurston. I operate the mill here in Paws. In case thou hast now noticed, the people who live here are not so well off as their cousins who live in Britain. In fact, we have even had a theft recently. Really? Indeed, thou shouldst be wary, my lord. There is a thief in this town. Morphin, a merchant, had several vials of valuable silver snake venom stolen. It is procured from the Silver Serpent. I believe Gargoyle used it habitually in the old days. I am not so sure what it might do to a human. Perhaps Morphin can tell thee more. The local economy depends upon the mill for flour, so I ensure that the mill runs. Sometimes I feel that keeping the wheels turning is the only reason to live. Reason to live? I have no wife or family. I have thought about joining the fellowship, but I refuse. I have nothing but my work and a drink and a salty dog now and then. In truth, I go there more to be near Polly, the innkeeper, than for the wine. But she is always busy tending bar and has no time for me, I am sure. Flour. A sack will cost thee 12 gold. Art thou interested in purchasing some? No. So he has a thing for Polly at the inn. How much XP do we have? We have 278. We can help him and her get together. But I don't know if we get any XP for that. There's some little quests like that I've noticed that don't actually go anywhere. I mean, they go somewhere and we help her out, but other than that, like, we don't get XP for it. But there's other quests you do, so... Let's talk to Polly and let her know how Thurston feels. And see if we get any bonus. It's 278. Sometimes it's like 10, I've seen on some quests. Some have been a lot bigger, though. Polly smiles. Let's talk about Morphin first. Doesn't seem like he likes it very much. Thief. There's a thief in this town. Silver Serpent Venom was stolen from Morphin, the merchant who operates the slaughterhouse. Thurston. You relate to Polly what you heard Thurston say about her. She is taken completely by surprise. Thurston really said that about me. I have always liked him, but in truth I have always thought I was not good enough for him. Huh. Why is that? Let him meet my lord. Alright, so we are at 278 still, so we did not get any there. Well, let's Thurston know that she likes him. I feel like high school. Excuse me. Yeah, it's like a high school dating sim here. Can you go tell them that I give him a note, let me know that I want to ask if I can go out with him? Alright. Let's talk about the thief again. We already know about that. Let's talk about Polly. You relate to Thurston what Polly had said about him. He looks at you with a joyous surprise. Did Polly really say these things? It is ridiculous that she believes I am too good for her. Suddenly he forgets his work and starts hurrying around in excitement. For years I have loved this woman from afar. I will begin courting her immediately. Alright, you go, boy. Good day to you, my lord. And we're still at 278. Can we talk to him again about her? I want to thank thee for telling me the truth about Polly's feelings about me. It can be such a stick in the mud running this bloody mill all the time that I would never have noticed if she were wearing a sign on her back. This is just what I needed to help me start enjoying my life. Alright, well that's great. How about some experience points? Nope. Alright, so I guess we just... with the Avatar Lovemaker. Nothing wrong with that. Some cheese. Oh, hello. Who are you? A cheerful, handsome young man. My name is Andrew. How art thou, my lord? I am the owner and proprietor of the dairy here in Paws. Be wary, for there's a thief in this town. We heard all about him. He sells milk and cheese. Thou mayest find the dairy between Camilla's farm and the slaughterhouse. Well, I'm in it, aren't I? Venom. There's a lot of trade. It'd be easy to hide. Camille's a good woman. She's still an advocate of the old virtues. She runs the farm by herself. Well, with the help of her son, Tobias. Okay. A rather defensive young lad. I cannot say that I know that much about him. Milk and cheese he sells. We don't really care about that. Alright, so let's head up. And this is the fellowship place in town. A nervous man constantly blinks. He sees you and looks like he's in a snit. Who art thou? I am the Avatar. Thou art a most pathetic little worm. Really, all this Avatar nonsense is nothing more than a sad plea for attention. Dang. Oh, Avatar, it is thee. Apology. I do most humbly apologize to thee, Avatar. As I am certain thou art aware, there have been many who have claimed to be the one and only true Avatar ever since thou hast last visited us. Thief. I have heard that some of Morphin's venom have been stolen. Okay. Unless it was that brat that lives with the farmer widow. I believe his name is Tobias. Wow. I believe her name is Camille. Who are you? I am Merrick. Oh, he's one of the bums who joined the fellowship now and they're mad at him because he's not a bum anymore. I used to be a farmer here in Paws, and now I suppose I work for the fellowship. I live in their shelter. Alright, goodbye. Good day, Avatar. I don't think he has much going on. Here is a small man with a twisted, sloped posture. I got word that thou were coming to our town. I have been expecting thee. I must admit, though, that I find it difficult to believe that thou art truly the Avatar. My name is Ferdwin. I run the Fellowship Shelter with my wife Britta and my son Garrett here in Paws. Okay. Britta, a wonderful woman. Garrett. Thankfully, we've been able to raise our son properly by emphasizing the teachings of the Fellowship. Garrett shall not be trapped in the poverty of his surroundings. He shall be intellectually, spiritually, and morally superior. He's talented, too. He plays the whistle panpipes extremely well for a lad his age. Britta and I are very proud. He could probably attend the music hall in Britain when he is older. Alright. So this is a shelter, the only place designed for the aid of care of the poor. Nice. Alright. He's asking about the people in the town, farmers. He doesn't like Tobias. He's a little rascal, he says. Camille's sad. She's a widow. There's really not much to talk about with him, I don't think, here. So, we met him. We got some chests here. There's the panpipes of his son, or the whistle. A simple peasant woman, her face etched with sorrow. I am Alina. I have none, my lord, save for being the mother of my child. I am waiting for my husband Weston to return from Britain. My husband is imprisoned in Britain for stealing fruit from the royal orchards. Really? He is no thief. He went there to buy fruit for the child and me so that we would have enough to eat. He has been wrongfully accused. I am certain of it. We are very poor. My baby and I are presently living in the Fellowship Shelter because we have nowhere else to go. We are fortunate that we are able to live by the Fellowship's good graces, but I do not know how long we will be allowed to stay. They tell me shelter is only for members of the Fellowship. Unless I join soon, I shall be asked to leave. And I have nowhere else to go. Why don't you join? It was a member of the Fellowship that accused my husband. Now they wish for me to join them? Ah, I see. They say if I join, they will attempt to free my husband, but it was they who unjustly accused him. I cannot trust them, but I fear I may have no choice. I cannot join the Fellowship without feeling that I am betraying my husband. How could I become one of those who have falsely accused him? Yet, if I do not, they will not allow my child and me to live here. Oh, it's so unfair. I must choose between starvation and betrayal. If only Weston were here. I do not know what to do. Cassie is my daughter. She's just a wee babe. She's my only joy. Alright, so I think we can try to help out her husband when we get to Britain. And there's poor little Camellia. Or, no, what's her name? She just told me her name. I already forgot it. Cassie. Alright. So let's head up here. There's a little rascal. Name. I am Garrett, the son of Ferdwin and Britta. Oh, he's the one that plays the pipes. My father works for the Fellowship. Oh, she is my mother. She does whatever my father doth tell her to do. I do not like this town. The people here are all poor, and the only one my own age is Tobias. And there's a thief here. There's a thief in this town. Our merchant Morphin has some valuable silver serpent venom stolen from him. The culprit is still free, so be wary. He and his mother reject the Fellowship. They are witless and stupid, and I do not like them. Wow. My father says that the poor people reject the Fellowship because the triad of inner strength requires strength of character. My father says the poor are weak of character, and that is why they are poor. They do not have to be. They are just too lazy to work. Dost thou agree? No. Then thou must be a person of weak character also. That kid's on a trip. Thou cannot catch me. I don't want to catch you, little shit. Alright. So I think Camille's back here with her son, so we'll talk to her. A farm woman. My dreams have become reality. Thou art the Avatar, art thou not? I recognize thee immediately. My name is Camille, Avatar. It is an honor to meet thee. I run a small farm here in Paws with my son Tobias. I am a widow. Some silver serpent venom was stolen from the merchant Morphin who operates the slaughterhouse. He is basically a good boy. He works hard and is his father. I grow a few crops, especially carrots and wheat. That reminds me, this package needs to be taken to the mill today. If thou canst deliver it for me, Thurston will pay thee for it. Sure. Alright. Carrots, we would have to buy them. No, thank you. Pause. Life is hard here. The fellowship brings us some relief. I'm not sure whether I trust the fellowship. It has undoubtedly done some good things in this world, so it cannot be all bad. Or, at least, the people in it cannot be all bad. Interesting. So she is... yeah, she doesn't follow the fellowship. She follows the old ways, which is basically the Avatar's ways. The virtues, the 8 virtues from the other games. You see a sulky lad who doesn't seem to want to look you in the eye. Just what I need, another Avatar, he mumbles under his breath. I am Tobias. I suppose I am to believe thou art someone important. There's a thief running free in Paws. He stole silver serpent venom from Morphin. No one knows who he is. I am too young to have a job. I just help my mother at the farm. Her name is Camille. She speaks of thee, or rather, she speaks of the Avatar, is what I meant to say. Some people in the town think she is mad because she still believes in the 8 virtues. Thou hast already met her. Well, I did. My mother once took me to the shrine of sacrifice when I was younger. That was soon after my father died, so I do not remember it very well. I do not think it is there anymore, for she never talks about going back. I think that perhaps she does not want to mention it because there are so many in town who belong to the fellowship, and because it makes her so sad. Art thou truly the Avatar? Yes. Thou art no Avatar, Tobias frowns. My mother grows grain. Dost thou not know a farm when thou dost see one? He thinks you are a bit dim. Shelter, fellowship, grain. Okay. Dairy, Thurston. He likes Thurston. He hates the fellowship because Garrett is all Garrett ever talks about. Alright, see you later. Great and wise Avatar. Little wise ass. Alright, we just did a lot of stuff there, so let's save. I would have words with thee. Stop. Who's saying that? I think the dad does, doesn't he? Avatar, oh Avatar, I have news. Garrett, my son, told me that Tobias was in possession of some silver snake venom. I went to investigate and found Tobias with it. That is correct. I am a witness that what Ferdinand has said is the truth. I have often said that Tobias was no good. Now here is proof. He is the thief that has been preying upon one of our honest merchants. And to think I let him come into contact with my son. I hope he shall be dealt with in a manner appropriate to one who is leading the youth astray from the way of the fellowship. I suggest that thou go and speak with his mother at once. Camille should keep a tighter rein on her offspring. Dang. Alright. Avatar, my son Tobias has been wrongly accused. He is no thief, and I cannot believe a vial of venom was found in his possession. I truly believe it was planted there. Please, I beg thee, please clear my son's name. He has done no wrong. I know my son Tobias has suffered for not having a father. I have tried my best on mine own to raise him well, but this farm requires so much work that I fear I do not have enough time to devote to him. But I know in mine heart that my son is not a thief. Might I suggest that thou speak with Morphin again? He may have recognized signs of usage of this foul substance in other members of the village. Oh, yeah, he did say if we want to, he was going to keep an eye out on people now and see if somebody looks like he's using the snake venom, so. And we also have to go to the mill, right, and hand off that, some flour that she gave us, or what, yeah. To Thurston. Thurston, are you there? Greetings, my lord. Delivery. You give the sack over to Thurston. He opens it and reaches inside. His hand comes back out, filled with wheat. He sifts through it with his fingers. I know Camille is off quite busy running her farm. Thanks to thee for making the delivery. This should compensate thee for thy trouble. He hands you 10 gold pieces. Bye. Alright. We got no XP for that, but we got 10 gold pieces. Alright, so let's go talk to Morphin about about Tobias, who's being accused of stealing. I don't know, this fellowship guy, I don't really trust the fellowship. That's the family in town who is not in the fellowship. Greetings, my lord. Tobias stole Venom. I am not so sure Tobias was the one who stole the Venom. I have not seen any of the signs of Venom use in Tobias, and I am quite familiar with its symptoms. But now that I think about it, I have noticed that Garrett has appeared very tired lately. He seems hyperactive one moment and unhealthy the next. Garrett. Perhaps thou shouldst make a search of Garrett's belongings. Which reminds me, I saw him earlier playing near the slaughterhouse. He dropped his key. Perhaps it opens something significant. Here it is. Wow. He just totally set us up with a key to the kid's place. Take this key. I picked it up. I didn't give it back to him. I kept it. Let's save again. No quick save in this game, so because we're about to rifle through this kid's stuff with everybody here. Now he gave the key to us, I assume, because we're the avatar. There it is. Unlocked. Beautiful. What does he have? A mirror? Pants? And a bag with... oh, that Venom. It is the little shit. Where is he? We gotta talk to him about it. He was out. He runs outside a lot. Oh, there you are. Come here. A pleasant day to thee, my lord. Found Venom. Thou hast found me out. Yes, it was I who planted the Venom on Tobias. He did deserve it. I beg thee, please do not tell my parents. Wow. Planted. I stole the Venom from Morphin so I could put the blame on Tobias. It may not have been the truth about Tobias stealing the Venom, but I know that he is up to no good. He shall come to the bad end, just you wait and see. Morphin. I do not know why Morphin has it or what he does with it. I only know that it was unvaluable and that I would cause everyone worry if it were stolen. Garrett does not meet your eyes. You instinctively know he is not telling the truth and may very well be using the Venom. Using Venom? He shuffles his feet and frowns. Well, I tried it just once, and I am sorry I will never use it again. Really? Worry. I thought that if Tobias were accused of stealing something that everyone would notice. His mother would join the fellowship and force him to join too. It would improve their lives and force them to see the truth about themselves. Really? Wilt thou tell my parents? Yes. Thou art weak of character, Or otherwise thou wouldst understand what I try to do. Goodbye, then. Alright. We are weak of character, apparently. Oh, 353 XP. We went from 278 to 353. Nice. We found him out. Let's talk to his dada. Thou dost wish to speak with me again, Avatar. Garrett caught. Thou dost say my son is admitted to stealing the Venom? I do not know what to say. My thanks, Avatar, for uncovering the truth. Take action. I promise thee. I shall apply the necessary discipline to my son to ensure that this bad habit he has picked up from the local riffraff will not trouble this community again. Also, he's blaming the other kid anyway. No matter what Tobias did not personally steal the Venom himself, he caused the theft by means of his corrupted influence on my son. While his actions are just short of criminal, I still blame Tobias. Wow. Well, apparently he doesn't care. He still blames Tobias for stealing the Venom. What a dumbass. Well, he blames Tobias's bad attitude, I guess, right? Let's give it back to Morphin. Is she here? Yes, I want to buy your thing. Are you selling yet? Oh, she is. Sextant. 20 gold pieces, yes. That is awesome. Because, I guess, I think it was 80 or 60 intrinsic. Now we just got it for 20. Did we buy it? Did YOLO get it? I thought we just bought it. Is it on someone's character? What the heck? That was weird. I mean, we just bought it. Where could it be? He's not hiding it or something, is it? We don't have enough stuff to do that. I am thou confused. I just bought it. We have 133 gold pieces. Maybe I hit the wrong button. You're hungry? Who's hungry? I'm hungry. Just me. Alright. Now they start to complain about the food. The meat works really well. Much better than other stuff, but I'll keep it. Alright. Do you still have your thing? Did I screw up, apparently? Still sitting there. I must have hit something wrong. Do I have to click buy? No. Oh, I could take it. Oh. So she's telling me to take it right off of the thing. Usually it goes in your inventory automatically. Does that mean we just spent double the money? Yes, we did. We paid for it twice. So now we paid 40. Still cheaper than if we bought it in the other town, but I screwed up. Damn it. Alright, but we can put that here. And the cool thing about it is that we can double click it and it'll give us our... Okay, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Oh, there we go. 63 south, 3 east. And now if we look at our map, it should, yeah, it marks where we're at in the world map. So that's a very cool thing to have. Alright, now we just gotta go back and talk to the snake, the Venom guy. Return Venom. Thank thee for ferreting out the thief and returning my snake Venom. Garrett was the culprit. 353. I think we got the experience when he told us that he was the culprit. So we could still... We gave it back to him, which I guess we didn't have to do. But of course, I'm playing good Avatar, so... Let me go here and tell the Camille that her son is no longer accused. Device is cleared. I want to thank thee for finding the thief in our town and clearing my son's name. I thank the Avatar. Pleasant journey. We didn't get anything extra for that? No. Okay, so we got all of it when we found out, when he admitted to stealing it. I have a bad feeling. I think that's everything in pause, actually, that we have to worry about. The little love connection, and then that murder mystery, or the theft mystery, which was pretty big, actually. It took a while to get through it, but we got a good amount of XP. So we got a lot of points we could train with. So now we are in Britain, just like that. Britain. Are we there yet? We are. Ooh, what is in this thing? Leeks and dried meat. So we have made our way to Britain. A basket with meat. Meat is good for us. Yo. I'll give it to you. So there are things that are... Yeah, I see you're hungry. I knew it. Yellow and Spark are both hungry. We'll give that meat to Spark. We just picked up. And Yolo will give you sausage. So there's hidden values, I believe, for the food. I think 31, I read, is maximum food they can have. Like 31, value of 31 means they're totally full. And then it ticks down. I actually had it earlier today when I was messing around. They got so hungry they passed out. It was kind of funny. And then each food that they eat has a value to put that up. I'm not sure what the value is when they start complaining. But meat is far and away pretty much the best one gives the most food to them, so it's the one to go with. A lot of mirrors in this game. I don't know if they're worth anything good. But here's like the farmer's market. A lot of meat here. So this is Kelly. Kelly is Fred's wife, and they run the farmer's market. He's never raised the price of the food. Well, that's very nice of Fred. Who's Mac? I do believe that poor old Mac has been cooped up with his chickens for too long. He is a good person. Do not be put off by the strange stories he doth tell. He rarely ever sleeps, and he spends most of the night staring at the sky. Of course, his rooster crows at dawn, and no farmer can afford to sleep past the dawn, so his mind is a bit ragged. Brownie's a good man. I do hope he runs for the mayorship again. If he does, thou must be sure to vote for him. Fruits and vegetables. Eggs. Britain. Quality produce. Pause. Always short of money. My heart goes out to them. Eggs, fruit, or vegetables? Eggs, apple, banana, carrot, pumpkin, grapes. Nothing. Fine. I assume this is Fred. It is. He does the meats. Dost thy favor and try some. I would like to buy some meats. Mutton, beef, fowl, ham, trout, flounder, meat on a spit, or dried meat. I think mutton gave us like the really good stuff. 3 gold. Yep. That's what it was in the other place. We don't need it at the moment, but now I know where to go if we need to buy it. Goodbye, my lord. Who are you? This is Gordon. What do you do? Fish and chips. He painted his wagon. He wants to go to Buccaneer's Den to win money. It's a pirate resort, and they have fabulous house of games there. Really. They have several games of chance. Gold can be won wagered on the outcome of a race of fine stallions. It was once a den of thieves and villains, but now it is like a resort, I guess? That's very interesting. They turned their island into a place of thrill and amusements. That's pretty hilarious. And his business has gotten better since he's been in the Fellowship. The Fellowship has a lot of push. Wow, he doesn't even... Did he twice give us food? Because he keeps asking about fish and chips. He did. He didn't ask us to buy it. Alright, well, I'll take it. Thank you. There's horses. There's a stable, looks like. Well, there's a lot of things to do in this town, and I think the first thing we will need to do, go talk to Lord British, or whatever his name, the main cheese. They're due to play about the Avatar. Oh yeah, there's a little side quest here where we can be an understudy about ourselves in the play. I believe I remember this. So this is Raimundo. We've not heard of you, Raimundo. He's surprised. Alright, play. He thinks we have quality. Have we ever acted? No. So you want to be the understudy of the Avatar? Excellent. We need to go to Gay's clothier shop and purchase an Avatar costume. Alright. So we shall do that. Make sure you do that right away. I'm trying to remember, this town does confuse me a bit about where the shops are. There's a long line of them. Actually, where is the inn? Because we can find another party companion, actually, since we're running around here. Or not the inn, but the pub. Oh, we gotta grab our old relics, too. We could take those, because they are actually not ours. I mean, they are our relics from the past. I think you can take them without it being considered theft or anything. Here's the pub. We go in here, we will meet up with an old friend. Shamino. He wants to adventure with us. This problem with magic and the moon gates. They don't function properly. Magic over all Britannia seems to be disturbed. Huh. So basically, he has our pocket watch. And now we can tell what time it is. He has a girlfriend, apparently. She's an actress. Lord British. We should immediately speak to him. I agree. Let's us join. You want to join us? Yes. Alright. Now we have Shamino with us. I think you can have up to 7 other party members. I think we have 8 people in our party in this game, which is pretty crazy. We now have 4 people in our party, which is pretty awesome. This is why I kept some of the stuff I kept, like the boots. And stuff, because I knew we were going to get a couple more party members. And I'm pretty sure Shamino has nothing on him when we get him. Let's see. Yeah, he is nothing. He's got to have something in here, okay. He's got a sword and a shield at least. No, put that in your left hand. And money. And food. Food. Go to you. And the money will go to you. Not much money. And a mug, which is pointless. What do we have for money? 113. Still? I thought we had that. Alright. So who has your stuff? Somebody has stuff. I thought. Or was I wrong? I guess we didn't keep enough. Apparently not. I thought we kept some stuff for him. We gotta get him some gear. Alright, thou dost now gain new party members. Alright, let's head up and talk to Lord British. Real quick. It was really slow when you get in this castle, the frames in this game. I mean, they're slow anyway, but... Oh, Chuckles. Remember this? So Chuckles has been in all the games, I think? He's a jester and he's annoying. He cannot say his name because he breaks the rule of the game. So if you pay attention, he only speaks in one-syllable words. And that's what the game is. So we have to answer in one-syllable words. Like, I know the game. What are the rules? I know the game works. Then just play it. Of what do we speak? A joke. He just tells, being goofy, thou. Food. Where is the blue boar? Clue. Alright. Hi, Chuck. Too much. We need help. Yes, I do. I might give thee a clue. I would like to give Chuckles a black eye. That would be big of thee. What wilt thou give me for a clue? Gold. 'Tis not right. I give thee a clue for free. 'Tis here in this scroll. So long, my friend. Do not lose how to play the game. Alright, so we got a scroll from Chuckles. How to keep the avatar busy for hours looking for a clue. How to keep the avatar very busy for hours looking for a clue. How to keep the avatar very, very busy for hours looking for a clue. How to keep the avatar very, very, very busy for hours looking for a clue. How to keep the avatar so very, very, very incredibly busy for hours looking for a clue. How to keep the avatar so very, very, absolutely, unbelievably, and incredibly busy for hours looking for a clue. Alright, here we go. When thou art not so busy, thou shouldst seek out Margarita, the gypsy, in Minot, and have thy fortune told. Signed, Chuckles. Alright, and that's actually really important, because I got far enough earlier today where I did see her, and she basically tells you a lot about what's going on in the plot in this game and everything, so... Alright, so we got a gargoyle here. It's kind of gargoyles are a race in this game that are friendly in a way, or they started to come to this area, and because of that, they have like diplomats here. Where is he? I think this happened before during the day. He was down. Pretty sure he is down here. No, door. There's like a meeting room down here. And I think he was here having the meeting before. I missed him before. Yes. There's Lord British. You see your old friend Lord British, looking for a bit older than when you last saw him. His eyes gleam at the sight of you. Welcome, my friend. Please tell me what brings thee to Britannia. Or, more importantly, what brought thee here. A red moon gate. You relate the story of how a red moon gate appeared behind your house and mysteriously took you to Trinsic. Lord British's brow creases as you speak. Finally, he says, I did not send the Red Moon Gate to fetch thee. Someone or something must have activated that Moon Gate. And that is strange indeed, because we have been having a bit of trouble with Moon Gates as of late. In fact, we have been having trouble with magic in general. Let's see. Magic. Something is awry. Magic has not been working for the longest time. I even have trouble creating food with magic. It must be something to do with the magical ether. There are those who say that magic is dying. What with the trouble with the Moon Gates and the situation with the nest doll, I'm beginning to suspect that they might be right. Lord British studies you a moment. Perhaps magic will work much better for thee. Thou hast not been in Britannia long. It is possible that whatever has affected magic has not made its mark upon thee yet. Please try it. A spellbook is stored with the rest of thine equipment. Thou art welcome to any of mine equipment. I keep it in a locked storeroom here in the castle. Thou wilt find the key in my study. 'Tis in the western end of the castle. I am sure thou canst find it. Consider it something of a game. Not you too. I have a spellbook stored away with the rest of the equipment. Nistal, try talking to him. That is like an old mage. The Moon Gates are not functioning. We cannot use them as we have in the past. Not only are they dysfunctional, they are in fact dangerous. One of my trusted sages used mine own orb and the moon's to travel to the Shrine of Humility, and his body did shatter upon entering the gate. If only that mage in Cove hadn't gone mad. Surely thou remember Cove. It is a very pleasant town to the east of Britain, quite relaxing. The ruler leans forward and speaks quietly. There is a mad mage in Cove by the name of Rudium. Dost thou remember him? Rudium was working with a magical substance called Blackrock. Before he went mad, he claimed that this material could solve the problems of the Moon Gates. I suggest thou shouldst talk to the Cove and find him. Try to learn what it was he was doing with this Blackrock material. It could be our only hope. He was a brilliant and respected mage, but something happened to him in recent years. He seemed to go completely senile. Orb of the Moons. Mine has not worked since the troubles with magic began. In fact, none of the Moon Gates have been working reliably for quite a while. Didst thou bring thine Orb of the Moons? No. I see. That might be stranded in Britannia. Here, why not try mine? I shall let thee borrow it. Perhaps it will work for thee. Be careful, though. The Moon Gates have become dangerous. Lord British hands you his Orb of the Moons. A fellowship. So he likes the fellowship because they help people. He actually thinks we should join. And talks about Batlin, who is the ex-druid who began the fellowship. The headquarters are just to the southwest of the theater. Rumble. Lord British looks at you gravely. The foundation of Britannia was shaken with the rising of an island. This event was no random disaster. It was one of the sorceress intent. Island. Yes, Scales, I felt a great disturbance in the ether when this island arose from the sea. The island is none other than the Isle of Fire, where thou defeated the Hellspawn Exodus. That's the third game. Thy battle with that strange mixture of machine and spirit is now legendary. Do be careful if thou art going to the Isle, for the remains of that being now reside in one of the chambers of the Castle of Fire. Thou shouldst know that when I created the Shrines of the Virtues, I also set upon this island 3 great shrines, dedicated to the principles of truth, love, and courage. They reside within the walls of the Castle of Fire. I never revealed this to thee before, as I thought them forever lost when the Isle of Fire mysteriously sank beneath the waves. The shrines are meant for the use of an avatar only, and therefore a talisman would be necessary to use one. The talismans are guarded by tests that thou shouldst have to problem passing if thou wish to seek their counsel. If thou wish to seek out this isle, thou may use my ship. It now sits upon the southern shore of Vesper and is called the Golden Ark. Please feel free to use it for as long as thou hast need of it. I have also focused a magical crystal to the entrance of the Castle of Fire, which I refurbished after the battle with Exodus. Here, take it. Perhaps it will give thee some insight. Although be warned, it is still not at all stable and might be prone to shatter the nearer thou findest thyself to the location for which it is tuned. Alright, thank you, buddy. Goodbye, Skiles. Do come back soon. I will if you keep giving me all this stuff. So we got a scroll. Let's say we could use his ship. We got a crystal gem. We don't need this cup. We don't need this cup. Alright. So if we talk to her real quick, just to do it since we're here. She's Miranda, and she is on the council, making a law. The bill. Make illegal distribution of waste products in Lock Lake. The lake is quite defiled. We travel into Cove, yes. They want us to take the letter to the mayor. He has to read it and sign it. We will do it. Alright, we are stopping here because I am tired. I've been playing this game a lot today, and I finally hopefully got it decent to where it sounds okay. And we'll continue to play it again when I can, hopefully within the next couple days. Because, oh, there's our mage helper. Well, we got to get our spell book and our gear. That's here next. And then once we get our spell book, we can start getting spells. And we are the only one that can use magic, which is pretty awesome. So we will be messing around with magic. I think I might try to do that with my guy, because I'm not sure what to do with the training. We got an extra little bit of XP there for something. I'm not sure what to do with the training because like, we got 3 points and you can buy training. And there is a way that it works, how many points you get. And magic, you kind of have to bump intelligence, I would only assume. So I think we're going to go with that. YOLO is pretty good all around here, of course. Spark has awesome dex. And Shamino is pretty much pretty good stats right there. But he has no points yet to train. Spark has 9. We can train him up like crazy. I just have to decide what to do with these guys. And myself. Before I start using it. Now here's a sundial. 5 o'clock. Alright, so we're done. So we got a lot of stuff to do when we come back. Spell books. Train and possibly at least get started with it. Who knows. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. I'm going to save first. Alright, now we're good to go.